Hello. What are you doing? I just turned my video on. I'm waiting for it to go live. I'm going to do live. Not right now. I'll call him in a minute. He's watching something about Tesla. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll call you when I'm done with this and we'll figure it out. Love you too. Bye. Okay, let me see if I'm on live yet. Are we on yet? All right. I think I found it. Okay, so we're finally on live. Sorry about that, you guys. Okay, so I'm going to do a Libra reading. I'm going to switch it up just a tiny bit because we're looking about love and I don't know. I wasn't feeling it in my last set of readings, so I think I want to start this out a little bit differently. See what's going on in Libra's love life. Tell me what's going on. Ooh, Nora Roberts song. And Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. So Libra. So Come Away With Me by Nora Jones. Don't you love that song? I'll never stop loving you. Come away with me in the night and I will write you a song. I want to walk with you on a cloudy day. Won't you try to come away with me? And we'll kiss on a mountaintop. Come away with me. I'll never stop loving you. And then the Leona Lewis song is here also. And it's talking about, I don't care what they say. I'm in love with you. You cut me open and I keep bleeding love. So somebody really has penetrated your heart here, like in a real big way. And I think it's something that you're desiring, that Come Away With Me. That song is so smooth. I fucking love it. I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard a song so beautiful in my life. So the romance angel cards are telling me that something you have to free yourself from a past relationship. This is like kind of taking your own power back here, freeing yourself. The reason that it's so hard is because of the love that you feel. Because you know this person from another life. You know it for a fact. You feel it. And it's hard to let go of it, because like it's saying, like they cut you open, they woke you up, and you're just bleeding. You're just sitting there bleeding love. You know what I mean? So this could have something to do with childhood wounding because children are here. So I don't know, like maybe this past life person comes in to help you, to free yourself, to something, right? So we're going to get some tarot and see exactly what's going on here. Tell me about free yourself in past life relationships. So it's almost like you have to like clear your energy and take control of your life. King of Wands. You know, this could be you or whoever they're talking about. This is hard because I feel like you feel like some kind of way. Nine of Cups, like this is your wish fulfillment. You don't want to let it go. You just freaking don't. It feels magic to you, and your fate is saying like something's closing out, and you have to like let go of this one thing. You know what I mean? Like you do. It's over. The World card is like end of a cycle. Right, so this is some kind of cycle that you've been in, and I don't know, the Emperor, yeah, there's that energy of like stepping into your power and taking back your life, you know, and figuring out where you want to go next. I feel like there's alignment coming. I feel like what you really truly want is like a reuniting. I feel like you want to be with this person. This is a reconciliation card, you know, Three of Cups. You're hanging on. You're hanging on to this relationship, this hope, right? It's definitely in the past, but your higher self has something to say too here at the bottom of the deck. It's like you're not listening to, I feel like they're saying you're listening more to your human than your soul. You know what I mean? And I think that that can be a super big problem, right? So let's just find out. Let's find out what's going on in this story. Let's just dig into this whole thing. Tell me about this King of Wands. Okay, you had so much hope for it, gratitude. They put you in a state of bliss. You felt magical around this person. You also feel like they're your friend, you know, and like it was divine timing, and maybe things just need some time in order for something to change in the relationship, you know, like that's how you're feeling about it. You know what I mean? Like you're feeling like, yeah, this person is my person. And this is talking about like having a whole new you, or them having a whole new them, you know, looking at things different. They're having an awakening. So I feel like that's kind of what you're hoping for, is like the end is the end of the cycle. But from where I'm looking, like it looks like this is kind of a good cycle. It's causing a lot of changes, right? So tell me, well, why does it have to end? Because somebody's not being really 100% who they truly are in this situation, in this, you know, like they're acting like they want permanence, or somebody is, right? I feel like there's a lot of healing that has to be going through this. There could be addiction. It could be talking about that. It could be also talking about mirroring behavior, you know, and that makes a lot of sense to me because it's those people that mirror the behavior to us that make us change. And it's also that's who we always feel the most connected to, even though it isn't like it doesn't look like it went 100% great, right? Like it seems like it's going great, but then it ends. Okay, so what you're not telling me, or what you weren't telling me, the cards weren't telling me, is what really is happening to this. There's some kind of like, this thing was hard work for one thing. I feel like there was some kind of conflict, you know, that caused like this, the big change. There was a conflict, maybe some knowledge. Maybe somebody figured something out, you know what I mean? Because this is like a secret, this is a mystery, this is like knowledge, right? A book, the book card. So, yeah. Abundance, gain, wealth, business, birds, gossip, small problem. Okay, so I kind of feel like this relationship actually looks like it was pretty solid. I don't know why. The only negative card here is the Whip card out of all of them. You know what I mean? It's talking about transformation for sure. Like someone being burned all the way to the ground so that they can rise up into their true, authentic emperor energy and then take charge of where they want to go next, right? But the Whip card definitely talks about abuse and pain and conflict, debate, right? Hard work. So there's something about this relationship that was tough, you know? But at the end of the day, like you're feeling like this is my wish fulfillment, you know? I feel like you're having a hard time ending it. I do. I feel like it feels like a loss because not only was this person like a lover to you and a soul friend to you, but they were more than that. You know what I mean? They're like the instigator of a transformation for you. And I think you cause a transformation is in them too. It couldn't be anything else because there's too much love here. And whenever we're feeling all of that, Libra, it has no other where to go besides changing us, transmuting our energy, right? There's so many cards telling me that. You know what I mean? You've got the coffin card, the phoenix card, the butterfly card. And you know what's changing is being you, right? So this could go both ways, like your person and you, because I do feel like this is a mirroring kind of thing. So both people are going through the same thing, right? A big change inside of you. The other one started it, you know what I mean? For the other. You guys click together and something big is changing because of it. I do feel like these cards right here, they're all major arcanas, you know. So you've got, first of all, you've got the World card, which is ending a cycle. This could be a cycle with a karmic partner, you know, like somebody you had to deal with, but it's only for a minute. You could be dealing with a divine energy, or you could be the one turning into divine energy, because the Emperor is definitely here. And they're unapologetically themselves. They don't pretend that they're someone else. They are the Emperor and they know who they are. They're not afraid of anything. Kind of like the Fool, right? I feel like the Emperor energy is one of the best energies we could ever be in because we're just really our authentic self and is sitting in our own power and taking charge of our lives. See, even the Chariot. It's also about alignment, you know, um, body, mind, soul going in the same direction kind of thing. So remember when we saw that at the bottom of the deck, like there's childhood wounding? I want to know about that, don't you? Let's clarify it because I feel like it's important. Tell me about inner child wounding for Libra. What does this look like? Tell me the story. Okay, it's a celebration of your gifts. It is about control issues. You want to know what's weird? That's what's at the bottom of the deck here. You know what I mean? Like I kept wondering, like, why is that there? And then here comes the control thing. So you want to know what could be? Maybe the both of you as children, they're mirroring something, right? Maybe you were controlled as a child, or you learned how to control other people or situations around you, or both, right? Because it's about controlling a situation so that you have the power. I see a lot of growth happening here over the summertime, right? And we're just kind of at the end of summer. I feel like there's a lot of self-love coming in for you guys, you know? That's what I feel like is happening. I feel like this person is not only giving you like this ability to heal your own heart because of what you saw in them, like you see it. Maybe I feel like here's what I'm feeling like, okay? Like I feel like you're looking at, or you're with this person who is like a past life person. Like this could be, it's somebody you recognize on a soul level. Your souls recognize each other and it feels perfect. That's why it's so hard to let go of it. You feel strong. You feel like this is it. This is the stable energy that I've always needed, right? But for some reason, it doesn't really work out quite like that. But what ends up happening is you alone end up sort of like aligning with your higher self. It does have something to do with this person, and it doesn't. You know what I mean? Because they're the ones that kind of trigger you into this growth, this loving of yourself, this, I don't know, rise of your higher self, the reality of that and like where that can take you, right? So let's just ask where you're going in that Chariot card. Where is your higher self? Where's Libra's higher self taking them in this? To self-love. Again, it's talking about that. Are you open to receive? That's the thing. Are you open to receive this love from your higher self? Because that is what this transformation is about for you. And I would guess that it's about your person too. Like I just feel like a total mirror image going. So what has happened to you is also happening to them, Libra. They're feeling exactly the same way. Like, I'm not showing my true feelings. I have to hide. I can't tell anybody who I really am or how I really feel. It's a mask that you wear. You learned it as a child. Like maybe you're one of those people that were raised in a family where you were to be seen and not heard. That's the kind of energy I'm getting. And when we're raised and like conditioned to be that way, like no one gives one fuck how you feel. And you want to know what's funny? It wasn't very long ago when I was like with this gal that I know kind of well. And and I was talking to her about something. And she just looked square me in the face and said, I don't give a fuck. And I was like, oh. She didn't care what I had to say or how I felt about anything. And it kind of like that was a mirror for me. You know what I mean? Like this girl that I barely know. I mean, I know her a little bit. But wow, it was kind of like an epiphany for me. Like this is exactly how I was treated as a child. She wasn't a lover. She was sort of like somebody I would guess I thought was my friend. But when I was telling her something from my heart and she told me she didn't give one fuck, I was thinking about what it felt like when I was a kid. Same thing. Like I feel, and I would be cut off right away. Now, do you see, honestly, even about this bleeding love, right? You cut me open and I keep bleeding love. I kind of feel like, like they're telling me that this has happened to both of you as children, and that's probably why you guys met. I think you guys get along really good. Let me see what the outcome could be. Because I mean, you guys love each other, and I feel like you both kind of want to be together. It's just for some reason, spirit isn't allowing it right now, right? So the moon, something that you don't see coming, the moon. Eight of Pentacles. This is about working on something. It's about seeing growth. It's about a project, right? King of Pentacles. Okay, so this could be about, this could very much be about your work, your money, something that you learned, It's from the pain. So I feel like, from all the emotions and, I don't know, the childhood wounding, that ache in your heart, I feel like that's taking you to money. And I don't know what that means, Libra, but it could be like any kind of project that you work on, you know what I mean? Like it could be a journal, it could be a painting, it could be a poem, a song, a debate, or just a lesson that you have to share, because I feel like you've been through quite a bit. So like as soon as you get the guts or whatever to actually take the wheel of your life here with the King of Pentacles. Like you're moving in some sort of direction, and it's like you're facing your past and your pain head on. The childhood stuff, everything, you know? Like, because look at that's what's happening. Like he's driving a boat toward these energies. This is page energy in the middle, which is about your childhood. And it's a wand card. So it could be about like passion projects. It could be, you know, like all of that thing. Like you have the ability to make something really big with King of Pentacles. Everything he touches turns to gold. And I think that there's gold in your experience. So what are you going to do with it? You know what I mean? There's gold in this experience of pain. I mean, it's telling me at the bottom of the deck that the sun is here. So, like, not only is the, you know, like it's abundance, it changes your energy. It could even like change your memory of something. Six of Cups is here. Now, is the Six of Cups talking about this person? Maybe. It could be about like the memory of your life, though. You know what I mean? Because it is kind of talking about that with that page here. It's like, you know, this is you as a kid and how much pain you had to suffer, you know. But like the sun is almost like seeing the good in it. Like, what did it give you? It gave you, I mean, the ability to manifest money. It gave you the ability to transmute energy. And then I see Six of Cups here. And this is a Six of Cups. Like it looks definitely reunion. It looks like it. So, you know, I mean, it does say to free yourself here. But the reason that you have to free yourself is because you have some kind of toxic connection, not connection, I don't know, like you're stuck in it. You know, you're stuck. It's got you stuck. So I feel like you have to release it in order for you to take back your own power. Because you just can't give your power to other people. I don't care who it is. You have to have it in your own self. You know what I mean? That's why all this self-love is here. You don't need to control anything. I feel like that's part of it too. Like part of what's going on here and transmuting is this control. So it's either you trying to be the controller or someone else trying to control you. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty plain here. So, I mean, you don't see it coming, but you have the ability to like turn this whole thing completely around just with the way you think about it. It's really your thought. So hopefully, you know, something in this reading has helped you do that. You know what I mean? Because I feel like every time something real shitty happens, a lot of pain, big changes. So are you open to receive? You know what I mean? Because where your spirit, your higher self wants to take you first is to this place where you are going to love yourself. Now, this might seem to you like a hard thing. Look at this Seven of Wands. Like this girl is like trying to balance on really kind of shit, right? But you can do it. You can. There could be some kind of like message here about like mom issues too. Like, did you have something going on? Do you have a mom problem? Because it sort of looks like that because there's sevens around here, around this Empress. And sevens are, you know, they're shady energy, they're unbalanced energy, right? Scary energy. I mean, look at what she's trying to cross that bridge on those three little tiny trees that are across there, whatever they are, right? I guess they're wands. But like, look what's on either side of the Empress. So it's like fear is stopping you from becoming who you really are meant to be, which is this Empress energy, which is creator energy, you know? So like, I feel like, you know, it's not completely out of the question for you and this person. This was a magical kind of connection. And I do feel like there's not a whole bunch of bad stuff, only one. And it can just be about like somebody being in very deep pain. This is the 11 card too, so I don't know. I mean, if you have a life path 11, have you ever looked at that? It's a tough road. So I feel like this is a tough road for you, has been, but I kind of feel like you have the ability to turn it around anytime you feel like it. It's just a matter of the way you look at things, remember? I mean, look at who you really are. I feel like the moon energy is kind of like that. It's like, do you realize who you really are here? Because I feel like sometimes, our emotions cloud us from really understanding our soul, which is part of the collective source energy, Have you ever really thought about that? Being part of the collective source energy? The creator? Have you ever thought that maybe we were all there in the beginning? Like this whole universe is just we're a tiny piece of it. You know what I mean? Our soul. I don't know. That's just the way I feel about it. So let's see. Let's look at Scorpio is next. 27. God, I don't know why I can't do these readings shorter. There's another half an hour reading. God. Okay. So, Scorpio. Let's see what your song is. Looks Like We Made It by Barry Manilow. And something told me it was over. Something deep down in my soul said, cry, girl. I'd rather go blind than see you walk away. I love you so much. Etta James, I'd rather go blind. And Barry Manilow. So Peter Frampton song here up at the bottom. Oh, baby, I love your way. I want to be with you night and day. So basically, you are involved in some kind of pretty cool relationship, something you feel strongly about. Let's see. Let's get some tarot. Thanks for coming. If you're just here, let me look and see what I didn't even look at my chat. I'm sorry. Let me see. Hi, Tim. Hi, Divinely Guided. Love you guys. I'm so happy you're here. I did a love reading this morning and I just didn't even like the way it was rolling every time. So I was like, these feel more like spiritual readings. So maybe that's what Spirit wants to talk about today, but I thought maybe I'd lead out with songs and see. Let's see what Scorpio looks like. We made it. Tell me about this song. So it looks like things are going to work out or did work out, or let me see. Why Barry Manilow's song? Why is it here for Scorpio? Hierophant and Two of Cups. Wow. Okay, so this is definitely a higher relationship, Two of Cups. It's about two people who are very, very equal and see each other as such. The Hierophant is about learning lessons. And I feel like this is a soul friend, and you guys have been through a lot, is what it feels like to me. I do feel like there could be at the bottom of the deck a new beginning coming, but it looks like it could be a rough little journey here. Tell me what's going on with I'd Rather Go Blind. So this Etta James song is like, I don't know if you've ever heard it, but wow, it's like super bluesy, like it's a great song. It's talking about somebody who like might have had someone else, and she's watching this person walk away, and she's like, I'd rather just not even be awake. I'd rather not see. I'd rather be blind than watch you walk away with someone else. Okay, so the Hermit card. So there's some reflecting here, and there's definitely someone is hanging on and trying to figure out why did this person walk away, right? Because here it's saying, looks like we made it. We made it, you know, like we did it. But over here, it's like, no, you didn't. You know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, I don't know. Chariot's at the bottom. There could be an offer coming in like real quickly. Do you want it? I don't know if you want it. I can't tell. But it's some kind of a message, and I feel like you're thinking about it. Emperor energy. So it could be an emperor coming in. You know, that could be an Aries, right? So far, you've got the Hierophant. I feel like that is, I want to say it's Sagittarius energy. And the Hermit card is Virgo for sure. So you could be dealing with either one of those signs. Tell me more about the Hierophant. What is this lesson all about? What is this lesson? The lesson is about Devil. 4 cups and 4 wands. Oh my God. So, looks like we made it. So it honestly looks like it's been a tough journey, but it's going to work out really good. Like it feels like there's something here. Like you feel like you missed an opportunity with someone. I don't know, but like this card and this card is saying like, yeah, it looks like we made it. The Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. And so tell me why the Devil is here. I think it's fear. And that's what I always see the Devil as. Yeah, it's fear. Definitely 10 of Wands, heavy load, lots of burden. Can I do this? Can I not do this? Right? So I'm not sure who feels what, you know, because I'm not separating the energy. So it could be either you or them feeling either one of these ways, right? The 2 of Cups, because there's 2 people, definitely. Now, I do feel like this is a foundational thing because you've got some 4s here, 2 of them. So this could be about your foundation, like your home, you know what I mean? Because you've got the 4 of Cups, which is about foundation, and it's about missing an opportunity. And then 4 of Wands, which is about a stable, happy home. The Queen of Pentacles is here. So I feel like there's a message here about like really understanding your own value in this situation, right? I kind of want to know what this damn Devil is here about. Like, let's get this green, which is so telling. Tell me why the Devil is here under Look Like We Made It. Because it's like, look at this card. Like, it's more like the Rider-Waite. And I don't use Rider-Waite because I like the artwork, but like this one has 2 people that are kind of chained together. They're blindfolded too. This can be about like toxicity. It could be about some kind of like addiction. You know what I mean? It's definitely toxicity though, right? Something to the toxic level, like whether it could be sex, right? It really could be. I'm not even going to lie. It could be about like a sexual addiction maybe, or some sort of way that you feel about a certain person, 2 of Cups. Like this could be anybody, but I bet you know who it is. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, you know, because this Queen is here. So what is this Queen? She's the Queen of Pentacles and she knows her value. She's connected into Mother Nature. She's crafty. She's definitely painting something there, you know, making something. I don't know if that's you or your person, but it's definitely about understanding your value instead of feeling like you're in toxicity, because that's what's here. And you know, like, so let's look at the ones that are touching each other, right? We've got the Hierophant, the Devil, and the Ten of Wands. So it's almost like the Hierophant is about higher learning, it's about marriage, it's about college education, it's about, right, anything more than just surface level. It's higher, right? It can also be talking about like spiritual journey, you know, where you're going on your spiritual journey. And I kind of feel like you're hanging on to something that's heavy, that's a burden. So let's talk about the devil. The devil could be addiction, it could be fear, it could be self doubt, self loathing, right? Feeling like you're not enough, that kind of feeling, right? And it's right here. So I feel like there's something about this relationship and the lesson, right? Because those two are the first two that came out. Looks like we made it. Now, it looks to me like you're not making it over here, like it's blocked or it's something like that. But over here, it's telling me, oh no, looks like we made it. We're going to make it. You know what I mean? So, like, there's something here that needs to be dealt with. You know what I mean? It's something that you're hanging on to. It's a toxic pattern, it's a toxic idea, it's a toxic behavior. But whatever it is, it's, I mean, and it can just be fear. Like, I'm afraid to give my heart to somebody. I mean, it never fucking works out to me, for me, right? It's like that kind of thing. But like, look at this Four of Cups. It's like right kind of in the center of all these cards, right? Because it's kind of like right here. And it's like Spirit's handing you a new gift. Now, like, look what direction it's coming from. It's coming from this light direction, right? Because you've got a little darkness here with the devil. But where the hand is coming is from the Two of Cups area. Like, it's coming from the Four of Wands. It's coming from this Queen of Pentacles. That's where the gift is. It's this thing. But you aren't seeing it. How come? How come they're not seeing it? Is it because of the devil card? Because you're too scared? You don't want to look at it? You're like, no, I don't want to look at it. Yeah, that's over. It ended. I stopped investing because I just don't have anything to give anymore. Somebody in this Two of Cups is feeling this way. Maybe both people, you know? Like, a lot of times the Two of Cups, I mean, definitely mirroring, you know? So maybe both of you feel like that, but you know what? It's coming. Like, there's a reunion coming for whoever this is for you. You know what I mean? Looks like we made it. It's a song. It's going to work out, but you got to go through some, I don't know. I feel darkness, transformation, um, probably a lot of self-love, because you're feeling like you're not worthy. Or they are. Both of you are. That's what this stuckness is, right? So let's see what's going on here. You got the Hermit card and the Four of Pentacles. Again, talking about hanging on. Don't you have that here? No, you've got the Four of... Do you see how many fours are here? Something's changing on your foundation. Something big, you know? Because you have 3 fours now. 4, 4, 4. You might want to look that up. That adds up into a 12, which adds up to a 3, which is spirit. And it's this, you know, there's the 3. It's like reconciliation. It's like having a good time. It's like a party. Okay, so tell me, let's clarify the Hermit card for Scorpio. What's the Hermit card for Scorpio? 4 of Swords, there's the 4th 4. Well, I'm not lying about the 4s for you guys. Something about your foundation inside of you has got to be healed. You're guarding yourself. You're ignoring the truth. You're not seeing Spirit's gift, you know? So, 4 swords, you're healing up. So look at what the healing is kind of consisting of. It's like hanging out in a boat out in the water around the trees so that you can talk to spirit, get some answers. Here's what's at the bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles, which is your soul plan. So I feel like you're in there talking to your higher spirit about this, because what you're wondering is like, this person left me. I was pretty sure it was going to be forever, but it didn't last. And so I want to know what the purpose was of this. Like, show me on my map. Show me on my own personal journey. What is the purpose of this relationship? Wheel of Fortune says destiny is. Destiny. Okay. So they're telling you about your destiny, the plans that you had made. And let's clarify the Four of Pentacles. Why? Why are you holding on so tightly or keeping yourself? Because what you're doing here, I feel like there's a stall energy. Look at all the stalls. You know what I mean? You got this Four of Swords, which is like kind of, hanging out in the woods. You got the Hermit card, which is definitely about tapping in. All of these cards are talking about like grounding in nature. But what you're really trying to do is see a new perspective, and you're trying to see why things happened that way. Well, okay, so you showed me the plan, but you didn't tell me why. Can you show me what it gave me? Because what I'm feeling like is stuck. I feel stuck, and I feel lacking, and I feel like I don't even know who I am or where I need to go. Like, you're definitely, look, that's the Eight of Swords. It's about overthinking. It's about depression. It's about mental illness. So maybe you're asking your higher self, why did I have to go through all of this stuff? Like, what the hell? Tower moment. Yeah, why? Spirit's telling you why. The tower moment is because your foundation was faulty. Whatever you were building on over here, the Tower card says no, because of the way you're feeling, right? You're feeling Eight of Swords. So they have to take it out. Spirit does, You're hanging on to something. Spirit's like, no, man. That doesn't work. That's not part of our plan. So the Tower comes in and takes something away. Six of Swords. It just takes it away. Takes you to a new energy. So the Six of Swords is about leaving this crazy energy of, I don't know who I am. I don't know what I want. I'm feeling really shitty inside. Six of Swords says, get in the boat. Let's get on top of these emotions. We'll go to a smoother area. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Lovers. So it is about it. It is about love. It's about spiritual energy too. The Eight of Wands is here at the bottom of the deck. This isn't just any old lover. This is your North Star. This is your wish fulfillment. This is the person that makes you feel 100% okay inside your own skin. You know what I mean? It's just obvious because you got the Two of Cups and you got the Lovers. It's really it's a special relationship, wish fulfillment. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Okay, so Tom, give me some advice for Scorpio. It's the Chariot card. You're going to need to get into alignment in order to deal with this pain, because the pain is causing you confusion and it needs to be transformed. There you are, coming out in your own reading. You know what I mean? There's something here. Confusion because of some loss. Now, I don't know what you lost. Maybe it's this person, because I definitely see someone riding away in that Six of Swords, and it breaks your heart. And you're like, look, man, why are you walking away? And here's your song. I'd rather go blind than watch you walk away. This breaks your heart, because they are leaving. They're walking away. So the Chariot card and the Knight of Swords, it tells me that either you or them are quickly changing their mind. There's an alignment, there's new truth coming in with the Knight of Swords. That's a very fast change. And the Chariot is about victory, it's about winning, it's about soul alignment. It's about your soul, you, and your human and your soul, like totally going same direction. And I think the moon and the sun. The moon is here, and then the sun's at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you have the universal energies kind of like supporting this decision that you're making, you know? This is also a really big message about accepting all the pieces of you, accepting all the experiences you've been through, because the moon is definitely about shadow, right? And like, what casts a shadow? Do you think it's our soul? Like, if our soul was to just, like, have you ever seen somebody like a spirit in the room or something? Sometimes it looks like an orb, sometimes it looks like dancing color, that looks more bigger and flowier and movement. Sometimes it looks like sparkles for me. Anyway, I'm just telling you my story here about that. But what I kind of feel like is that spirit, it doesn't cast a shadow. Our soul doesn't cast a shadow, it's our human. So, human tendencies, right? And we need them to live on this planet and experience life as a human. We need the body, right? We need the mind. And we need the soul, because that is the life force, just living inside of a human being. So that's kind of what I'm seeing, is like maybe what you're understanding here is the need for both pieces and acceptance of that. Because like sometimes think about your life. I think about mine and decisions I've made, and sometimes I feel a lot of shame. But when I really look at it, like, what is my soul purpose? Let's really dig into this. Let's see who I really truly am, like astrology, like I said, or numerology or whatever. Like, look at it and see really, what does that mean about me? What did that do to form me? How did I have to make that happen in order to get this personality, to have these experiences, right? And it's in like doing that kind of work where you're examining the shame. You know what I mean? Like, think about it. Something you've done that you're completely ashamed of. And maybe you didn't even do it. It was done to you, can be way old child stuff, And I kind of feel like this is you really being honest with yourself about where the darkness took you next. And I kind of feel like when that happens is when the transformation comes in. This is your card, Scorpio. This is you transforming, changing the way you see things, the way you see your past, the way you see all the pain you've gone through. Like, you see it as part of it, who you are, the part of what made you who you are today. You want to know what Three of Swords gives a person? Three of Swords can do all kinds of things, but let's look at the positive side of it first. Like, it can teach you compassion for other people and forgiveness to other people. Three of Swords is deep pain, and I don't know how you can come out of that not feeling more empathy for others going through the same thing as you. This is deep, deep empathy and understanding, like, all the pain that you went through served a huge purpose for you. And on the brighter side of things, like, so that's like the shame and everything. But the light side, your higher self, represented here by what I'm representing it as, is the sun, right? So what did it do for you spiritually? Well, I feel like that's what you're understanding, like how much growth all the pain brought you on a spiritual level. And I think it's being explained to you. And I feel like there's a huge transformation coming for you. and a change. And I think like as soon as you figure out all this stuff, like whatever's holding you back about the shame, like maybe you're ashamed to, I don't know, give your love to somebody. Maybe you feel like it's not enough because of some weird shit that happened when you were a kid. Maybe your parents told you that you weren't lovable or something like that, or you felt like that, right? It is not true. And I feel like there is some kind of feeling like that being talked about in this reading that is something you really need to process and look at from your higher self point of view instead of your human. Because what happens is our human gets very sad. We can get lost in that sadness, you know, that shame. You know what I mean? Like when I'm looking at this one, I'm thinking about like abuse that happens to us when we're children, and then we kind of stay in some kind of abusive sort of energy. Maybe we attract people in like that. Maybe we become abuser ourselves. Who knows what happens, but there's definitely shame here. So I feel like you're dealing with all this shame here, and your higher self is going like, yeah, well, let's look at the other angle, like where it took us on our spiritual journey, the Hierophant, like closing out cycles that don't serve us anymore and moving into a new direction. And you're definitely doing that. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This kind of went sideways here because I don't even know if it's about love so much as it is about you, right? Let's look and see what this romance angels have to say about the Two of Cups and the Four of Wands. Like, so this is look like we made it. This could be the one. So it says you've already met your person. You've already met them. Now, it's also saying like this could have felt like a codependent relationship, and I can see why with all the energy here. You know, like feeling like someone else holds the power for you. You know what I mean? That's what codependency is like. It's like this person, like this is a Two of Cups right here, right? So if you're like really looking at somebody who's a Two of Cups, who is your soul friend, and you feel it on the most deepest level, you know it's the person that could be the one, but it seems a little bit toxic because it's like either you or them kind of think that your happiness is a derivative of them or from them, right? And I think that's how come it had to be a separation, because there was codependency issue here. And remember the devil card, which is kind of the same fucking idea. So it's telling me that there's something toxic in this relationships. See, this card says addictions are affecting your romantic life. So I don't know. Like, so do you have a habit of falling for people who have codependent tendencies, you know, addiction, that kind? Were you raised in that kind of household? Was that pretty much the only path that you could have when you were a kid? Because you feel like I'm not enough. You know what I mean? Like there's all kinds of things like I need somebody else to give me the value. I don't find it in myself, right? So this separation was for a reason, and I think it's for the, where was that king? There's a king right in here, I feel like, unless I'm thinking of, no, it's the queen. So, like, this is the gal that knows her value, right? So, I kind of feel like that's what's got to happen in order for, you know, this thing to come back together. Like, you got to know your value, your person's got to know their value. There can't be any kind of like toxic addiction behavior in this relationship. It's too special. And it's not coming together until you guys are aligned. And that's what I see. So there's a lot of work going on here inside of yourself with your higher self, the Hermit card, right? Wheel of Fortune, showing you something different that you didn't know before. It's changing everything. It's changing the way you feel about your whole freaking life. It is. Because I feel like your higher self is going like, no, no, no. Like you've been feeling like a victim. Come on, take my hand. You're really, really magical, Scorpio. You're magical. create anything, you're powerful, you can go anywhere, you're filled with love, and you deserve to have that happy, stable home. So, kind of feel like, get to the bottom of the deck, soulmate. So, yeah, this person is your soulmate. And this stuff that's being healed, and it could be about control issues, it could be about from when you were a kid. You know what I mean? Like there's something here about somebody trying to be a control freak. Um, but I see a reconciliation coming in for whoever it is you feel true love for. You know what I mean? Like there's this that has to go, this that has to be cleaned up. It's childhood wounding, it's control too, like trying to control the situation, or you're involved with people who are control freaks, or you're the control freak. Here's what you got to learn, right? This is a past life relationship, Scorpio. Look, past life relationship, we'll just look at the headlines. Past life relationship, very soon. One lesson that you need is need to know that you deserve to be loved. And I feel like a lot of times, like I'm feeling a Scorpio who was abused as a child. And I don't know, I just feel like they still don't see themselves correctly. They're still seeing themselves in the Eight of Swords, like blindfolded and like having no options and no choices and stuck in a limbo kind of. Here's what's happening. The past life relationship's coming in very soon. As soon as you deserve it, you know that you deserve love. This is true love. It is a reconciliation. This person's coming back. And if you want to try again, it says work on it, you know? So it looks like we made it. It looks like you're gonna make it. I don't know how long this is gonna be though. I don't know how long it's been. But I feel like there's some kind of like, I don't know, there could be somebody even that's got a really bad like addiction problem, you know, drugs, alcohol, sex addiction. Like think of all the addictions, food. I never really think about food as being addiction because I don't know. But it is. It can be, right? Where we find comfort in what we like, just food. It happens to lots of people. So anyway, I don't know what kind of addictions you're dealing with, but Sagittarius is next. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Sagittarius. What's my people doing here? It's Tim. That is what I've been doing. Let's see. Peter Frampton was one of my favorite. Me too, Tim. I love that. Oh, baby, I love your way. His voice is so soft. Hey, I want to know if you love Dan Fogelberg as much as me. Like, I'm telling you, that wasn't like Peter Frampton was, that was young, huh? Like 8th grade, 9th grade, something like pretty young. But like Dan Fogelberg, I've always loved him, but I don't know if you like him or not. Good songs. I like the Etta James song too. Me too. Peter Frampton, powerful song. I'd rather go blind. No kidding. Yeah, they are. They are a form of energy. You're absolutely right. Our souls are energy. But they're also conscious. It's conscious energy. You know what I mean? Because they're the data collectors. Like they're living in the human trying to collect the data for source energy is what I feel. Do you like him? Yeah, me too. I've been trying to do it lately, Tim. I'm just kind of actually just getting out of my little comfort zone. I kind of had a little rough patch there with my son's birthday. It kind of knocked me on my ass, but remember what else was going on too. Like I fucking just lost that tree fell down in my yard, and it just about, wow. I did not know something like that would affect me so much. I still have not gone out there to clean up that garden. You know, I have so much money and time invested in this fairy garden, but the tree was like 99% of it. And I don't know, fuck. I wish I could get my shit together and get out there, but every time I even walk by the tree, it makes me feel sick. All right, Sagittarius, 3 little birds. Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. You know that song? I love Bob Marley too. All right, let's see this one. Louis Capaldi, Someone You Loved. Yeah. Do you remember that song? I let my guard down and you pulled the rug. I was getting kind of used to being someone you loved. So somebody is walking away. Turn the Page by Bob Seger. Bob Seger is another one of my favorites of all time. I love him. Let's see what's going on. Should we get that romance angels first? Let's see. Because it looks to me like, like someone kind of just walked away and didn't give any explanations. Kind of like ghosting energy is what I feel like with that Louis Capaldi. 3 little birds getting to know each other. So I kind of feel like there's someone new coming in for you here. And I feel like you have some differences. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's politics. We're voting over here right now. So it's definitely divided in our country. I know people from all over the place watch, and I'm sure they're watching our election. I mean, who isn't? I'm kind of curious about what's going to happen too, but I feel like there's something here saying that because don't worry about a thing because everything is going to be all right. 3 little birds. And then it's saying like there's someone new and you're getting to know them a little bit. And they have different opinions than you. They don't quite see things quite the way that you do, but this is a soulmate. And, you feel some kind of way about them. But there's a big thing. So it says religious factors. So let's just talk about it. Like religious factors, it could be somebody, one's Christian and one's a Buddhist. Is that going to work? Maybe. I mean, maybe, but like there's still like this division, this kind of like, So there's someone coming in, and I think there is a difference. This one. Let's clarify this. Someone you loved. I was getting kind of used to being someone you love. This is about codependency. That song kind of is too. You know what I mean? When you really listen to that song, it is kind of about it. It's about like you left and you didn't even ask me. This could be somebody with an addiction. This is the one you need to let go of. This over here. Now, I think these are 2 separate stories. I do. So just whatever one you resonate with, right? Someone new here. This song, Bob Marley song, is really kind of a snappy little, like, good song. Like it's going somewhere. It's exciting. But you got some kind of thing that's different here. But Spirit is saying, like, this is safe. It is safe. And stay optimistic about this. Just because you have a difference, does that really mean that, does that mean you can't do it? That you can't be with this person? That you can't? No, it doesn't. It means that even if there is a little difference, it might just wake you up. Like open your mind, thinking bigger. Like, I don't know. I feel like I was raised Christian, but wouldn't you really love to hang out with a Buddhist for a month or 2 or a year? And they're so cool, calm, collected. I used to know a guy that was kind of like that, and he does yoga like 5,000 times a day. You know what I mean? He can turn himself into a pretzel. He's like 6 foot something. He's skinny. And he's really cool and definitely leans toward Eastern mythology kind of thing. You know what I mean? Eastern ideas. And he is cool to hang out with. And I don't care what kind of I feel like if you were dealing with a religion like that those are just all love religions. Opposed to, let's say, a religion that's more judgmental. Like they think they know everything. And if you're not listening to what they say, they throw you out, right? So I don't know what the religious factor is here. I'm just saying, like, this person honestly could open your mind up in a way that you just didn't know was possible. Okay, so you could be Sagittarius, this could be an Aquarius, or it could be any water sign coming in. I do feel like this one feels good. Like it feels like the right one. They make you happy. I think there's a lot of love messages, like, little messages coming in and out. I feel like you have a little bit of fear here. You could actually even almost miss this opportunity because you're worried about this thing. Isn't that the way it always goes in these readings? It sort of does. Because it seems like there's this great person coming in. It's good. Soulmate, right? Safe, for your love. Get to know this person. They're different than you, but be open to it. Let it come in. Let it be flowing, right? And it tells me that this is happy. It's joyful, but I don't know. I feel like you're guarded. I feel like you might not even see it coming. You know what I mean? You're struggling on the inside because over here, you're still worried about this person that left. And you're like, why'd you leave me? Why'd you leave me? So I am sort of feeling like you've got some kind of codependent relationship going on here that's over, or should be. Yeah, it should be. The World card just came out. So it's time for you to close out this cycle, because there's something way better here. So Hermit card is kind of like this energy of go inside and talk to your higher self about this, because you do not need this person to continue on. In fact, Spirit says no, you can't. Stop it. This isn't the one. It's over here, right? This is who you need to be with right now, but it looks like you're kind of missing out on it. How come? Sag, I think it's because, to be honest, when you're in this energy, you're not feeling your true self, right? Which is this energy. It's the Queen of Wands. This is the gal that loves herself, that has value for herself. And as soon as you actually do this, as soon as you really, really let this person go and realize, when someone walks away from you, you gotta have enough confidence to let them walk away. You just gotta let them. You can't run after them. That's not Queen of Wands energy. It's definitely not your higher self energy either. So that's the Judgment card, and this is about alignment. So what I'm telling you, this is telling me, is that as soon as you let this go, alignment comes in. Body, mind, soul aligned. But this is what's holding you back. And so when this person comes in, this person is coming. And remember what I said about him. It could be any water sign. It could be an Aquarius. It could be a Leo. So, this is somebody who's, I don't know, I feel like flirty, fun, messages a lot of, maybe they're send you little messages of love, right? They send you in the mail. Maybe they just live down the road, but they send you a package in the mail and it's just filled with a bunch of chocolate kisses or something. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. This person is pretty good. But I'm scared you're gonna not see it. I'm scared you're gonna throw it out because you're worried about this. But if you could let this go, if you can let this go, I kind of feel like there's alignment coming in, and then that's when this person comes in and works out great. That's what I'm feeling. So I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. So whoever it is that you're hanging on to, you know, like it's keeping you a little bit stuck here. And there's someone in here like, listen to Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. And then tell me which one of these people you want to hang out with. Louis Capaldi person. And this is just like about like, why'd you leave me? Why'd you leave me? And this one is going like, don't worry about one thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. Remember on the bottom of that? It's Bob Seger, turn the page. Like it's time for you to turn the page and learn something new, you know? There's someone new coming in, but it tells me that if you don't let go of the person that you're hanging on to, you know, you might miss that opportunity. You might not even see. I know. I love Dan Goldberg. I love him. I have to say, like, he's definitely. I haven't even listened to anything from him for a long time, but I feel like he was the one, like the album. That was the album that I was constantly putting on my record player. Was Dan Fogelberg. Probably, I don't know. My kids even know Dan Fogelberg, so they're like, "Oh, we remember you playing that when I was a kid." I'm like, "Yeah, back in the good old days when." Okay, Capricorn. Here's your messages. Ooh, Gravity by Coldplay. That is a cool song. You guys should look at that song because it's telling me that song reminds me of almost like it's the soul dance, really. It's a dance between two souls and gravity, pulling them toward and then taking them away and pulling them toward. And like if you're gonna watch the video, and I think you should, Capricorn, I think you should watch the video because it's very telling, and it's at the bottom of the deck saying this is the overall energy of this relationship. So gravity is pulling and pushing you with another person, right? And so the first song is Hello by Adele. Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years, if you'd like to meet, to go over everything. They say time is supposed to heal you, but I ain't done much healing. It's no secret that both of us are running out of time. Now, if you listen on with that song, she actually reaches out to an old lover and she's like, I don't want to, I mean, I know we're split up, but I kind of want to come back. And her person already found somebody else. That's what Hello is about. And then Grace of a Woman by Elephant Revival. Oh, Dan, I don't know if you've heard that one, but Elephant Revival is about one of my very favorite groups. I don't know if they're together anymore. I wonder what that sound is. Hang on. Gosh. I was thinking that maybe it was my grandkids, like making a ruckus upstairs. I'm like, oh no. It's not. It's the cabinet installers. Do you guys know I'm having a remodel done? If I were to show you this room, like if I were to like put the camera all around the room, what you'd see is boxes and boxes of kitchen shit that is down here because we're getting a brand new kitchen. All right, so now back to Grace of a Woman by Elephant Revival for Capricorn. So this song moves my soul. I've seen these guys in concert a couple times. Anyway, it's a man singing, and he's talking about the grace of a woman, So here's what I have written down. Sometimes it seems as though the very best that a man can know is the grace of a woman. He can love his lonely heart, but only till it yearns again for the grace of a woman. So I feel like take that how that might resonate for you. And let's get some tarot for Capricorn. The grace of a woman is about honoring a woman. It's like seeing someone as an empress. And it's about a woman seeing it in herself even. So I love that song. Let's see. Let's clarify Capricorn's Adele. So this is like reaching out to someone from the past. Someone that you just can't seem to let go of. Four of Cups. Someone that you don't want to let go of. But it's been a really big burden. But it's telling me you learned a lot from it. Could be dealing with a Leo. Okay, Eight of Wands coming in. So this to me, Eight of Wands is spirit activity. It's about spirit help. It's about guidance, spirit guidance. The Grace of a Woman is an elephant revival song. Yeah. Have you listened to it? Do you know it? Tell me you don't know that. Do you really know that song? I feel like no one knows about Elephant. But I went and seen them, man. They were a small band, but wow. God, they have good music. Okay. 2 8s here telling me something's really changing here by you reaching out. And I feel like it's a tower moment too. Someone's reaching out. It could be you, it could be them, right? Somebody reaching out to make a change. 6 of Pentacles and want to make it right after a tower moment, right? So I don't know if it's you reaching out or them, but I feel like the end result is like making things fair. There's another 8 after somebody walked away, or 2. So you have a decision to make. New beginning, 6 of Wands. All right. Here's the thing. Remember this is the old person coming from the past. Hello, it's me. I was wondering after all these years if you'd like to meet. All right, so this message is coming in and it's going to shock you so much, but look at the outcome. Like it's a new beginning and it's successful. So Ace of Wands, 6 of Wands. It's like victory. Yeah, you should look them up. I was trying to think of the other one. If I Was a Raven, the Raven song. It's called the Raven song. It's so haunting and beautiful. And then there's Karak too. It's about it's about somebody dying. It reminds me of kind of like It's Real, Heartbreaker. Grace of a Woman. So this is somebody really understanding like the beauty of a woman, the beauty of what a woman stands for, right? She is the giver of life, don't forget. Like all life comes through female energy. That's who births it, right? And so, like, I feel like sometimes in society, that's why I love this song, because I feel like in society, think about how we've been treated over the years. I don't want to get political too much here, but like, I'm gonna. We were denied the right to vote as the very last on the totem pole. Like the way they divide up people is so fucked up. First it was all white men, and then they're going like, okay, well, we'll let the black men vote as well. And then after that, female energy was given the right to vote. We still don't have the power to say what we want to do with our own body. Yeah, I'm talking about abortion, but let's not even talk about that. Let's not forget about the COVID shot. We need to have the right to choose that too. So they're all the same. Like the right to choose is the right to choose. And so I know I'm getting on my little pedestal here. Sorry. All right. So the Chariot. I feel like someone's going towards someone that they see as their empress, right? You're driving right for it. I feel like this could be a marital situation. I feel like your soul's kind of guiding you there. I feel like it brings in peace and harmony. So if you know, this is either you going towards someone or someone coming toward you, right? This could be somebody that you've already dealt with. You know what I mean? It could be this person. You're trying to decide. Here comes the Emperor. Yeah, you hold the power here. Do you want to move forward to a new beginning with this person or don't you? You know? It looks to me like your soul does want to. Look at all the majors going on here. You've got the Chariot, the Hierophant, and the Sun, and the Emperor kind of like all together. So it's kind of about you taking charge of your own life, you know, and going for what you want. Now, whether that's, you know, you going toward an Empress, it sort of looks like it. And Empress energy doesn't have to be male or female, and neither does Emperor. It's just an energy. The Emperor is like a take charge kind of guy, a kind of energy, right? They're not scared of anything. They try new things, they're not scared. The Empress is very gentle and loving and nurturing kind of energy, you know? So I feel like there's someone here, an Emperor, going in when they finally see like this nurturing energy of the Empress, and I feel like there's a new beginning here. Let's get some true love. You deserve love, passion, chemistry. So there's a lot of energy here. It could even be a wedding at some point, right? Definitely worth waiting for in divine timing. So you guys are kind of like, this is coming in, but it's when you're ready to be aligned. I kind of feel like, honestly, this could be the same person past, you know, this gravity pushing and pulling your energy toward each other and then separating so you can heal, and then putting you toward each other and then separating for you to heal. This is definitely true love. I just want you to know, but if there's like a pull push energy, just roll with it. Know that that's your higher self, like teaching you, guiding you, that kind of thing. All right. So I think it's going to get loud up there with those workers while I'm Capricorn. So I've got what? Oh shit, I haven't even written down the time. Capricorn, 123. All right. Did I do Capricorn? That was Capricorn. This is Aquarius now, right? I think so. And so the time is really writing down. I'm writing it down for Aquarius. Aquarius, tell me the song that's headlining your life right now. This is for my friend in Kansas and all the rest of the Aquariuses in the world. What do you need to know? Thank You by Chris Cornell. That's a good one too. If the sun refused to shine, I would still be loving you. If mountains crumbled to the sea, there would still be you and me. Inspiration is what you are to me. Okay. And You Are So Beautiful by Joe Cocker. That's a pretty good one. And 1,000 Years is at the bottom of the deck. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Bottom of the deck. You're dealing with somebody special here, the 1,000-year song. So let's clarify with the Romance Angels Thank You by Chris Cornell. Tell me about it. That's too many. Thank You by Chris. Okay, so that's, if the sun refused to shine, I'd still be loving you. If mountains crumbled to the sea, there would still be you and me. Inspiration is what you are to me. This is about loving yourself first and unrequited love. Wow. So this is someone who didn't love you back, Aquarius. So why do you think we would attract a relationship that didn't love us back? Do you know the answer? Because I feel like, you know, it's because you don't love yourself. And so if you're not loving yourself, you're going to attract other people who don't love you or don't love themselves. And so what really kind of good energy exchange is there in that? Not that great. All right. So you still love somebody that doesn't love you. Sometimes when I look at the thank you song, like I actually played that at my son's funeral because I fucking love it. And that's how I feel about him. Like even if the sun stopped shining, even if he's not around, I still love him. Everything could crumble down, I'd still love that guy. You know, he's my baby, he's my son, right? So that's kind of how I feel when I look at this song, and I have a lot of like, I don't know, emotion attached to it. But what they're talking about is something else, and we're asking about love, right? But what I see here is something even different than that. And I kind of feel like maybe this is your higher self. I know. You know, I love the soul. This is kind of like your soul saying, like, you're not loving yourself. You know what I mean? And they're saying, like, I'm going to love you no matter what you do. You don't want to love yourself? I'm still going to be right here enjoying this ride of life with you. Do you want to love yourself so you can attract something different? Because I'm never leaving you. This is your soul just promising you, like, no matter what this ride looks like, I'm never going to not love you. So what are we doing with that energy? You know, heart-to-heart conversations. Let's keep with that message because I feel like it's important. I do feel like this is like this whole song and everything, it's about your higher self. Kind of sending you a message like you're not loving yourself, man. Come and talk to me because I fucking love you. And I'm never going to desert you. We're in this together all the time. We are the same. Just for some reason you can't feel it or something like that, you know. Okay. You Are So Beautiful by Joe Cocker. That's a great one too. It's an oldie but a goodie. So you are so beautiful to me, can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Okay, so it looks to me like there's someone that you're in separation with. And I think there's a lot of attraction here. I feel like there's problems, like maybe family issues, maybe childhood issues, maybe it's about money, you know, something. But there's someone here saying, like, I fucking love you, Aquarius. You're everything I wanted. You're everything I need. There's a separation here. So This could be somebody coming on in. Remember at the bottom of the deck, 1,000 years? Again, I'm getting like strong energy from your soul here. And I'm sorry when the message turns like that. It does it a lot for me, doesn't it? It's my guides. I mean, it's my guides giving me the messages. So I feel like for some of you, Aquarius is in like, why wouldn't this be the case since Pluto is going to be hanging out in your life for the next 20 years, removing things, rearranging things, transmuting energy, right? So let's keep going here, but I feel like there's strong messages of like, I'm right here, says your soul. You're beautiful. I fucking love you. I'm never going to not love you. Now, if it's talking about a human being, it could be, right? This could be somebody that you already know. I feel like 9 of Pentacles. This is someone that is single and perhaps wealthy. King of Wands, right? So this could be fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sag. I feel like, yeah, definitely feel unloved by this situation or guarded or like, why does this always happen to me? You know, I feel like it's going to work out and then it doesn't. So here you are putting a guard up around yourself. I feel like you're up all night about this King of Wands. Tell me what's happening here. There's a fight. There's a lot of healing being going on here. You might be isolating a little bit and like trying to figure out what you really want. You got 999 here. So wow, big energy there, right? 9 of Cups, 9 of Swords, and 9 of Wands. So 999, you might want to look that up, but it's definitely, it's about realizing something. 9s are about realization. So what are you realizing? What are you realizing? That you're scared. 8 of Swords. That maybe you're feeling like you've been stuck, but you're not. You know you're not stuck. If this is your higher self contacting you, I mean, like saying, get in the chariot. Let's get you the fuck out of here where you feel like you're stuck. You're not stuck, and you know, I'll show you something different if you'll just come with me. I feel like, Aquarius, you're sad about something. Something happened, 5 of Cups. This is about grieving, you know, grieving. And there's the other card, and that's you. It's like you grieving. You could be maybe sad about your childhood or about a message you received or about a child of your own. You know, King of Cups, you could be thinking about like a water sign too, you know. So let's see here. You Are So Beautiful by Joe Cocker. This is what you're separated from this relationship. Some kind of issue going on. 5 of Cups, that's what you're trying to release. It's made you sad, the separation, like, yeah. But it's changing you, you know? Like it's changing your energy. Temperance card, kind of like finding this balance in yourself, you know, realizing that, you know, the shadow part is just as big a piece of you and just as important in this particular life as the soul piece, you know, like you're equally important in this journey. So what I feel like is happening here, there's someone coming back. You know, it's this person that thinks you're so beautiful. They're coming in with love. Maybe they're just asking you like for a date or something like that, but they definitely want to do something. 3 of Pentacles, that's an offer. The Hierophant is about higher learning. It's about, I mean, it could be about marriage, right? So tell me what's going on here for Aqua. It's that Page of Cups again. And then the Knight. Holy cow. Definitely a steady growth. Do you hear them guys up there working on my sheetrock and stuff? They're so loud. Yeah, this is coming back around. It is definitely a 2 cups. It's going to come in divine timing. It's what you're manifesting. You know, you want this person to come back and you're manifesting it. Or they're manifesting you. This is someone that you're separated from. So let me see. Let's see if we can get like, how do we know who this person is that's coming back? How will Aquarius recognize this person? Sunshine. Could be a Leo. It could be somebody that's very successful or makes you pretty happy or has positive outcome. You know, maybe they're a big truth teller. I feel like, ooh, we're asking about the person. I see a little darkness about this person, you know. I think they're intelligent. I don't know how you feel about it. Like you feel some kind of way, like confused or doubt or whatever. This person's coming in, right? You don't see it coming, the moon's here, right? But I do feel like you feel some type of way. I mean, this person's coming in to like say how they feel. And I think that it's possible, you know, that maybe something happened in the past that kind of left a bad taste in your mouth about them. But they're definitely a soul friend and you know it and you feel it. And it's just about divine timing. So, no. So, let's see. You be getting a message from this person. The snake card is here. So, like, I'm sorry, but I get a lot, like, just Scorpio vibes off that snake because they transform, you know, like they shed their skin and then are a whole new them. And that's kind of what happens with a snake, you know. And that's what happens to Scorpios. They just, again, die and rebirth their whole life long. They just constantly changing. And so I feel like you could be dealing with a Leo, a Scorpio, or an Aries, you know. And I do feel like you're going to be a little confused about this offer. It's a message. It's maybe just like they just show up at your door. But remember, this is someone that you already know. This is someone that I think on the DL you kind of want back. I don't know that you're like worrying about it too much. It doesn't say you are. It doesn't say you are. It says you're working on yourself. Oh, yeah, you are. 5 of Cups. I guess you are sad about it. Pretty sad. Hello, Helen. Hello, 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 Helen. Well, let's look and see now. So that's the Aquarius read. Let's look and see what's going on for Pisces, and then I'm gonna have to get off here because those guys are getting really loud up there with their power tools and shit. The power tool people are back. That's one of the reasons I haven't been on. It's so freaking loud. I didn't know they were gonna be over today, but I guess it is kind of getting late in the day. And who doesn't want the new cabinets and stuff? New flooring. Wow. Super excited. Something my daughter's doing. I guess for me. That's what she said. I'd really love to do that for you, Mom. That's nice, huh? She's a Libra. It's nice of her. She's taking me on a vacation too. I don't know if I told you guys that yet. I think it just is really for real right now. I feel like I need to go on a diet. Or like start doing like wall Pilates or something. She's taking me to Bahamas. Me with her girls, you know, so it'll be me and her daughters. Tennessee whiskey. I feel lucky is at the bottom of the deck. Mary Chapin Carpenter. That's a pretty good one, right? This is about winning the freaking lottery. Okay. So I feel lucky. I strolled down to the corner, gave my numbers to the clerk. The pot's 11 million, so I called in sick to work. Now 11 million later, I'm sitting at the bar. I bought the house a double and the waitress a new car. Yeah, that's the overall energy. It sounds like somebody's getting real lucky in the house for Pisces. Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey, sweet as strawberry wine. You're warm as a glass of brandy, and I say stay stoned on your love all the time. There's nothing like your love to get me high. And then Chris Norman, still in love with you. I get that same old feeling when I'm with you. I can't help it. I'm still in love with you. I get that same old yearning, a feeling I get when you're by my side. I can't help it. I'm still in love with you. I wake up calling your name. So this is something somebody's trying to say. And you want to know what's weird is both of these guys' names are Chris. We got Chris Stapleton, Chris Norman. I've never gotten that as messages before, but take what resonates. We're also talking with Mary Chapin Carpenter, so I don't know. If that resonates for you, take what resonates and leave the rest for whoever it could be for. All right, let's look and see Pisces about romance angels. Let's look at that. Romance angels, Pisces, spirit, past life relationship. Okay. So you've known this person before in another existence. These are pretty, I mean, they can be crazy, cool, heart-opening, hands around the neck, choking. Past life relationship. They can be all of that. So you know this person, smooth as Tennessee whiskey. It was a codependent relationship. There was some kind of addiction. Maybe it's alcoholism. I mean, they're comparing love to whiskey, wine, brandy, and being a stoner, right? So there's nothing like your love to get me high. So this person, look, codependent. No fucking kidding. Now, this could be somebody that you're married to, Pisces. You're codependent. You know them from another life. And so the overall energy, remember, is I feel lucky. So let's just keep going here. Still in love with you, Chris Norman. I can't help it. I wake up calling your name. This is reconciliation. Very soon. It's time to take control back of your life, though. Like, passion's at the bottom. So, you know what I'm getting kind of here is like, look, it's almost like, you know, you got passion and chemistry and then deception. Somebody wearing a mask, somebody isn't being real, somebody's being fake, unrequited love. So it looks to me like one person is feeling all this passion and chemistry. One person is not investing. Or somebody doesn't feel like they are, you know? So there's a lot of love going on here. Let's just get some tarot. Let's see what's going on here. I'm going to have to look up the Chris Norman song because I can't really recall it right this second. I can't remember. All right, let's clarify Tennessee whiskey energy. King of Cups. Okay, he's indulgent for sure. It could even be your energy. It's water energy. Somebody's healing up here from this relationship. Thinking about it, tapping in, maybe wanting a new beginning, scared you're not going to get it. A couple of nights here, realizing something, putting down a heavy load with the 10 of Wands. Like, you know what? This has been enough. Like, I deserve better than this. I deserve more. So I'm going to walk away. I'm dumping out this love. Fuck it. You can compare me to a fucking glass of fucking brandy. Oh man, and you're walking toward the sun. I feel like you're learning new things. I think you're walking away. I think you're walking away from this. Okay, let's ask about this pile. Still in love with you. This could be a new person coming in. No, it's about a reconciliation, it says right up there. So it's somebody you already know. Four of Cups. You feel like you missed an opportunity to have the whole enchilada Four of Wands, right? This is definitely about your foundation, man. That came out for more than just you. So I feel like a lot of us are being asked to look at our foundation. What is it that we're built on? You know what I mean? Are we built on solid ground? Or are we built on fear? You know what I mean? Something might need to change. And that's what it's saying about this relationship, right? Because there's change needed, maybe in yourself, or maybe in the way this whole thing went down. Six of Cups and the Temperance card. And you got 2 4s. So definitely foundation was faulty. Maybe that's why it had to break down. Somebody just wasn't quite. Tell me what happened. What happened? Another 4 and the Devil card. Guardedness, a lot of fear, a lot of hurt, right? You see why you have to free yourself from something. Something's holding you back from moving forward here. And it is your foundation. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but I see it quite clearly here. It's all the 4s are right here. And it's about six of Cups. So, first of all, what you didn't know is that the first romantic angel card that came out is healing family issues. And so when I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of like figuring out, like, what do you need to free yourself from? Why did this not work out? I mean, because it looks like it should have. But Spirit's telling me, like, it didn't, because you're hanging on to something here. It's got something to do with a childhood memory, right? A family issue. Like, and I was talking about this to, I can't remember whether sign got it, but it was about kind of like healing up from childhood wounding. It's hard. It's real hard because it's so deep. You know what I mean? Like maybe we weren't loved properly as a child or something. Like, how do you get through it? Well, what happens, I mean, like, first of all, you got to realize that this is a soul, your soul, making a plan to learn some new things, to understand things. Everybody's plan is different, and it's kind of up to you to figure out what yours is. You know what I mean? Like, we each got to kind of do that for ourselves. And I kind of feel like, you know, you got these 2 4s accompanied by the Devil card. And then you got this 4, which is also a foundational card, you know. But, so something's changing in your foundation, but this has got to go, whatever it is. Let's ask what it is. Let's get a different deck. Show me what the Devil card's representing here for Pisces. Control tactics. That makes sense, kind of, doesn't it? So this Devil card could be about control. Let me see. New York Devs. I met my Aquarius getting roofied 20 years ago. Twin planes living together. I left North Carolina for 3 years. Wow, 20 years off and on. Wow. Oh man. Okay. So what's going on here? I kind of feel like, because of the song, Still in Love with You, someone's coming back. But like, has this shit been cleaned up? You know what I mean? Because like, I see you guarding, but I see you working on it too. Like, this is changing your energy. You know what I mean? It's purposely changing your energy, standing up, taking charge of your life, and saying, like, you know, this negative energy is just not working for me anymore. You know, I've kind of got to change it. I'm a control freak. I got to get honest with myself. This isn't a good foundation for me or anyone else, right? The problem with this devil card too is like you might not even see this about yourself, because that's what the meaning is here. Like, you see what this guy is doing in the devil card? He's setting a bear trap, but like, look what's right behind him. The bear is watching him. Now, if you look closer, you see the bear, but like, look what's even in the background there. There's some kind of like spiritual activity, right? I mean, just the colors, just the what's going on back there. It's like there's something going on back there, but the guy doesn't see it at all, right? So this is about not being able to see something, your own flaws, maybe your own family dynamic, or maybe what your memories are really like. Are they true? Or are you seeing them some kind of skewed way? Are you not seeing them at all? Right? Because I feel like there's some healing that's got to be done. Look at you, like guarded, not letting anybody in. You can't come into my life, my world, my home. You know, you're guarded about all of it. So, give me some advice for these guys. The Magician, the Nine of Swords, the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, the Lovers, the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. Underneath the deck is the Moon, saying you don't see this coming, but you got a lot of choices here. But I think you need to step into your own power, like understand your value with that King of Pentacles at the bottom. You know what I mean? When someone comes in, like, you're gonna have to, like, I don't know, clear up whatever that devil energy is that's been haunting you, following you around since you were a child, so that you can manifest. But you got the Nine of Swords again. Oh no, Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. They're not the same. But the Nine of Swords is like the nightmare card, right? So you're trying to manifest, but you're in this nightmare. So I don't know how that's going to work for you. You're going to have to kind of like realize something in that Nine of Swords, like the truth about it, right? We'll clarify it. But like, here's what your advice is. It's like, manifest forward movement. Don't forget to involve spirit in this relationship, because this relationship isn't just, you know, about this Four of Wands. Of course, it's part of it, you know, but it also involves spirit because it's a spiritual thing. You know what I mean? So there's a transformation coming in, and I think it's for this whole relationship. You know what I mean? Now, the thing is, you have to make the decision. The Two of Pentacles here. Like, this card to me is like, are you going to listen to your mind that's scared and worried and, you know, up all night and feeling guarded and like skewed vision of your past? Are you going to listen to that brain of yours? Or are you going to listen to the soul who like has a way bigger perspective? Like, there's no fool in the soul. It knows all of it. You know what I mean? Like, so it's kind of saying like you're in this place, like, you get to decide. Do you want to do the transformation? Do you want to change your energy? Because it looks to me like you're in a lot of fear, and it's things that you've carried with you since you were a child. Do you really want to do that? I feel like that's what you're kind of asking yourself here. And it's up to you. Like, I don't, you know, it's not up to me. It's up to you. Let's clarify this lucky card, though. Because, like, this could, I mean, you're buying the house a double and the waitress a new car. Let's see. What's feeling lucky here? What do you feel lucky about? You feel lucky about an ending and how it's turned out. Like, you're just like, okay, so you do have love coming in here. So this might be your lottery winning is love, because we are doing a love reading, right? It looks to me like you could have lots of choices. Like, for some of you, you could. But I feel like Eight of Cups is about walking away from something. And Queen of Cups is about surrendering it. Something that you're emotional about. You're finally just saying, like, Spirit, you take it. I can't carry this load, it's too heavy. And so you get clarity here with the King of Swords, like you're being honest with yourself about everything. And what you're realizing is like, yeah, I got to close out some cycles. I got to close out, a cycle. And so that's how you do it. You talk to your higher self and you're like, okay, so like, let's look at the whole picture here. Show me, right? So what you got is some confidence coming in. I feel like they're kind of like guiding you to this sun energy, saying like, look at what you already had. Like, be grateful for what you have. It brings in more. So if you want lucky, you need to feel lucky. You need to bring the luck to you. You need to get into the headspace. You can't be in this dark energy, because it'll just bring more dark energy. So, what I feel like is you're manifesting a new life for yourself. You and your higher self on the same page. I feel like human is finally like being logical and saying like, I admit it. I don't fucking know everything. Soul. And so here comes your mate. You know this one that's coming over here, the lover? There they are. King and Queen of love, right there. Your wish fulfillment, your happiness, your confidence is here. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Aries. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with any Virgo, Gemini, Sagittarius, Capricorn, right? A lot of Leo too. So I don't know what's happening here, but if you feel like buying a lottery ticket, just buy one. Now the pot's 11 million. So if you guys are like a believer in that, and I'm not trying to like promote gambling because it's like my fucking biggest problem. Like, I mean, I don't gamble, but I have a problem not gambling. You know what I mean? Like it's a problem for me. So I'm not trying to like tell you guys to go gamble, but if you were to say walk into the Quick Way or your gas station or whatever, and you see a lottery that's $11 million, anything with 11 in it, like maybe it's 11.11, or maybe it's just 11, maybe it's 10.1. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, do what you want. But there's definitely a message here about hitting the lottery. So, Pisces, you're the only one that got that. And I've had that card before, and I've never really felt that message so hard. So, do what you want. Don't reactivate an old addiction if you're a gambler. Don't buy the lottery ticket, because definitely would not be a win if you're an addicted gambler, right? Okay, I'm done. You guys, I'm all freaking done finally. I did it. And I will talk to you guys later. I forgot to write down your time. God damn it. I'm gonna have to go through and watch this shit and write all the times down for timestamps. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. And he's OCD. I came back with my shit together. He is OCD. Oh, your person. I don't know. That seems to be like it goes, like, I don't know about the whole. That's why I don't read twin flame readings anymore, to tell you the truth, New York Debs. It triggers me. I met somebody just like you guys, and it felt, I mean, I didn't know what it was. It felt like something I'd never experienced, and I looked it up, and that's when I discovered the theory of twin flame, and I thought, this gotta be what it is, I mean, like, I've never experienced it, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know, and I can't, like, the reason I took all the twin flame cards out, and maybe you'll understand this, Debs, but I feel like I don't want to like put that in anybody's head. like that it's okay to have somebody pretend like they don't love you, whether they love you or not. I don't fucking care. If they're treating you like shit and like blocking you from being able to like contact them, because that's the kind of game that they say that twin flames are. And I feel like if it's the kind of love that I felt in that situation, I mean, I would just never do that to him. I would never just like block him so he couldn't reach me. I've been blocked from his phone for years. Like I haven't been able to call him in years. And I've never blocked him. He can call me anytime he wants. He just doesn't want to. And I cannot do a reading and say, yeah, it's your twin flame. You got to put up with that shit. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. And that's all I have to say about that. I just wanted to say it because somebody was mentioning that this was they were in a twin, and I understand what you're saying. I just I can't read for it because it triggers me in a bad way. You know what I mean? Like the way I feel and the way my day goes and all of that, depression, stuff like that. I don't know. I just can't. I can't make myself like toy with the theory of twin flame right now. I just can't. I try on all kinds of theories every day. You know, some of them I keep on for a long time. You know, like the soul journey. That's kind of my thing, and I believe it. Like the theory is becoming fact in my heart. But the twin flame thing, I don't know. At least in my case, I can't imagine this specific person being the other half of me, because I would never treat anybody like that, like the way he's treated me. I just wouldn't do it. And so they just can't be the other half of me. He just can't, and I have to let it go and quit thinking about it. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't know how you guys all feel about it, twin flame energy, but I don't want to hang out and wait for somebody who clearly doesn't give one fuck about what I think, or even care to ask if I'm alive still, you know? I don't want to be with someone like that. That is not the other half of me. That's not me. So no, I don't know that I believe in it, at least not in my particular case. So anyway, I will let you guys go, and I hope you have a really groovy day. I'll talk to you later.